Hi there, fellow humans, and welcome to Just Another Human. I am Mihu, and I am here to bring you some of the quickest, funniest, and downright strange stories from my life. Whether it's a total random mishap or something that just makes you wonder, how did that happen? You will find it here. So sit back, relax, and get ready, because this is just another human.
Do you like traveling? Have you ever wanted to visit places that aren't touristy but are full of local charm? Sometimes it's hard to figure out which prefecture is the best for that kind of trip. Actually, I believe you can have a great trip anywhere in Japan. But if I had to recommend just one, I'd say Shiga right now. Have you heard of it? It's located northeast of Osaka and just east of Kyoto. Most people only know it for Lake Biwa or maybe Hikone Castle. Honestly, I don't think it's on many people's travel budget list, including mine in the past. So Shiga. I'm from Osaka, so honestly, I never had much interest in Shiga. All I knew was that our drinking water comes from Lake Biwa, and there is that classic joke from Shiga locals. We will cut off Biwako's water if you get too cocky. By the time I was 23, I had traveled to all 47 prefectures in Japan. Expect I remembered almost nothing about Shiga. That's how little of an impression it left on me. But this April, I ended up going back for the first time in years. I didn't expect much. I had no real interest or knowledge, and my only big goal was to take a drive around Lake Biwa. This time, though, my friend planned a perfect 2-day trip using an app called nicody. It's actually an app I'm designing. It helps people create and share travel plans together. I will drop the link to the plan we use in the episode caption. The app isn't fully in English yet, but you can view it in English through a browser. I keep pushing for full English support. Hanging in there. So let's talk about Shiga. We started the first day at Maibara Station. It's easy to get from Kyoto or Osaka, with both the Shinkansen and JR lines stopping there. We rented a car and headed to a place called Rose and Berry Tawada. It's a beautiful garden that also has an official shop and area themed around Shaun the Sheep, the British clay animation. My friend and I are big fan of Shaun and Aardman animations, so we were super excited. I bought a plushie of Feathered McGraw, the most evil penguin in the world. They have even recreated Shaun's house and the farmer's house life size. If you visit in cherry blossom season, you will see thousands of blossoms around the garden. It's stunning. Next, we moved on to Nagahama City and stopped by the Nagahama Railway Square. I'm not usually that into railway history, but it was rainy, windy, and cold that day, so we thought, why not? It turned out to be a great decision. This area has been a major hub for transport for countries, connecting Kyoto, Osaka, and Tsuruga-Fukui. From 1639 to 1855, Japan closed itself off to most foreign countries, only trading with the Dutch and Portugal. Tsuruga was one of the only open ports during that time, and it received goods from overseas. It became a hub where goods from overseas, brought in by ship, were transported inland using various modes of transportation. It's also an area called Kurokabe Square, with black plaster buildings that date back to the Meiji era. It's a lovely historical landscape that feels like stepping into the past. For dinner, we had eel, unagi. In Japan, the East and West have different ways to preparing it. In the East, it's steamed before grilling. In the West, they grill it directly. I prefer the Western style. It's softer and tastier. Unagi is considered a luxurious food in Japan, usually eaten on special occasions. On the second day, we drove around Lake Biwa and stopping by Samegai Trout Farm. It's the first trout farm ever built in Japan. We tried fishing there. It was super easy, and we caught a branch. Then they grilled them for us with salt. So good. We also visited a cafe called Charetto Mizugahama. There were so many ducks, super cute. You put coins into a cup for feeding, and the sound charing of the coins makes all the duck come rushing toward you. I felt like the king of ducks. The cafe is right next to the lake, and you can watch the ducks and water birds swim while you relax. As we drove, I suddenly remembered a place called Omihachiman. It used to have a castle and became a prosperous merchant town. Goods brought in from abroad would pass through here on their way further inland. It really helped me understand why this area developed the way it did. History really adds depth to a place. In Omihachiman, we also took a traditional boat tour along the Hachimanbori Canal. Cherry blossoms were in full bloom. The boat ride was peaceful, the weather was warm, and the view was pure Japan. Doesn't it sound like a trip worth taking? Finally, we visited a large shrine. They were preparing for a fire festival that night, where they light huge torches over 10 meters tall at 8 p.m. It sounded so exciting. Unfortunately, we had to leave before it started, but I heard the autumn version of the festival is even more beautiful with fall colors. That was our trip to Shiga. Pretty great, right? You can discover great travel plans like this and hidden local spot on the app Nicody. If you want to explore special places recommended by locals, give Nicody a try. With Nicody, you can pin places and boats on the destinations with your travel buddies. One of its most popular features is the schedule builder. You can create your travel itinerary seamlessly and edit it together, just like Google Docs. If you subscribe, you can even use it to plan trips not just in Japan, but overseas too. And the app calculates the transportation time automatically. From a design perspective, I carefully choose the color palette, a primary pink base with bright green, orange, and purple accents. Travel styles vary from person to person, and planning a trip can be exciting. But let's be real, it can also be frustrating. Sometimes people make selfish or confusing suggestions, or the calculations get overwhelming. There are so many things that can block your fun moments, right? That's why I made the app colorful to keep things feeling fun, and used rounded shape to make the design feel soft and friendly. We are currently preparing a big design and functionality update. I'm so excited about it, but I've still got a lot of work ahead.
Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye bye. Sayonara.